All right, everybody, welcome to the call today. This is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads, and today we're going to be going through database mastery. This is a companion call to our Monday calls on social media mastery and our Wednesday calls on circle prospecting and geo farming. Go to youtube.com/listings to leads, youtube.com/listings to leads. You'll see a playlist there for real estate mastery, and then you can catch all those videos. We usually get them up on the same day that we record them. So if you miss the recording, you can go to YouTube, follow along, pause the video as needed. And we're going to get into the account after this slide, but just real quickly so that you understand what does Listings to Leads have for you in the account. We've got automated buyer and seller email campaigns. Those can be set up so that as you are generating leads, they can be set up to automated buyer and seller email campaigns. You can also send your leads to your CRM. I believe we integrate pretty much with every single real estate CRM out there and a few other ones. So if you want to use your CRM, now there's still the tools in Listings to Leads that you are going to want to use. So stay tuned for the tools we have. But I'm just saying you can take leads to automatically pop into your database and get associated with a follow-up plan. And then B, you can take our emails and send them out via your CRM. So with that, we've got 100 plus email blasts. So the listings, the PDF guides, the landing pages, and there's more than that as well. We have AI text follow-up beta started on August 28th, and we're going to be going live. I'm not sure if I don't think today, maybe tomorrow, we're going to be going live with AI text follow-up. It's going to be half off for the first month to get people onto it. We'll announce it in the mastermind group. We'll send an email out to everybody as soon as that is live. And I am just going to say, you're going to want to run leads through it. So it's not something where you generate 3 leads and 2 of them are going to set up appointments with you. You're going to want to run leads through it. So we'll talk more about that as that goes live. We are coming out with also the 10-digit text follow-up function. So you'll be able to buy a local 10-digit number. And similar to email follow-ups or email blast or just an email, you'll be able to do the same thing with text follow-up as well. You can also create custom audiences. So in Listings to Leads, if you got your database, let's say you got a database of 5,000 people, a great way to stay in front of them for as low as $1 to $2 a day is to upload them into a custom audience via Listings to Leads. We send that to Facebook via the API. Facebook will set up the audience for you. It takes 2 to 3 days. And then that audience is available for you to target with ads. And we walk through that in Listings to Leads. And so that is a form of follow-up. And in fact, I saw a post in the mastermind group today, and I didn't have a chance to answer it because I'm on this call, but I will answer a little bit later and let him know, hey, listen, take all these leads that you've generated over the last few years, upload them into Listings to Leads, and that way the ads that you are running can be put in front of them more often. So it's absolutely brilliant. And here's an example of what that looks like on the ads page in Listings to Leads. So you click ads, and I'll show you that in this call. You can upload your file, send it off to Facebook, create that custom audience. It is a beautiful thing. So log into Listings to Leads. If you're on the call with me live and if you've got a second screen, log in right now with me and let's actually look at this together. I'll go a little bit slow so that we can all do it together. If you're watching on a recording, by all means, pause this video as you need to, so you can do it with me. Now, like I said earlier, this is a companion call to the social media mastery that we did yesterday. And in the social media mastery, we set up all of our ads or schedule them to run for the week. Now the ads are paid. So I always recommend you do the ad for a listing for sale, a listing that is pending. Those are the 2 ads that you should really try to do every single week. That'd be $35 for the for sale listing, $50 for the pending sold listing. And we got all the social media posts that we can do. We have other ads that you can do if you got more of a budget. We've got the short form video scripts, so you can record the videos. And now we want to make sure that we take those same messages that we're running on social media right? Ads, posts, videos. And now we want to take that to our database, right? We want to make sure that our database is seeing the same or similar messaging as to what is on social media. Because that way they're going to see it on social media. They're going to see it via email. They might get a phone call. In fact, in that post in the mastermind group, he said something about knowing he needs to call his database. And I'm hoping he's on this call because we are going to be covering all of that here today. So whatever the listing was that you are marketing this week, yours or borrowed, you can send it to your database. You can send it through Listings to Leads, or you can send it through your CRM. So to do that, I'm going to click Market Listing. So I got an open house next week. I got this ad running on Facebook. We did the social media post yesterday. I used the short form video script that's on this list to record the video. And now we want to get it to all of our leads. So I'm going to click eFlyer for database right there. And I can either send it in Listings to Leads. I got a couple of options. So you're going to see here, let that pop up. There we go. So I can send it to all my leads in Listings to Leads. I'm going to say no. Or I can send it to all the leads off of this listing. Let that change again real quick here. So you can see here, I got all these different options. So all leads for listings in the area. So let's say I've got 5 or 6 listings over the last 2 years, and I've generated a couple of hundred leads for those listings in this area. I can send it to them. Just check that one. I can send it to all my buyer leads. So all buyer leads, or I can send it to all leads for this listing, or I can send it to another list. So in Listings to Leads, I can send this email out really quickly. Now I'm going to send myself a test email, and I'm going to show you why this email is so much more powerful, so much more better than what you are probably using. Because I get a lot of emails from agents, and they're typically awful. They really are, right? You click the address, Google opens up, you click the image, nothing happens. You click a link, it goes somewhere with no lead capture whatsoever. The call to actions in the email are pretty weak. We are the opposite. Everything we do is to generate leads and engage your audience. So you can see, here's the eFlyer for this listing. We got an open house next week. When people click this, the single property website comes up, right? So many of your eFlyers here that just came up on my other monitor. And as you can see, gorgeous single property website, lots of great engagement opportunities. They can download our 100% home marketing plan. How amazing is that? That is so awesome. And people generate leads from people landing on the single property website, downloading that 100% home marketing plan. People can get a home value estimate right at your single property website. They can download the guides, get all the great information about the listing. I want you to think about your eFlyer in Listings to Leads really as an entry point into your marketing funnels. I can click the image. Notice a great image there. It rotates through the first 5 images. You can click that, go to the single property website. Notice the text information. So they can send a text. And then check this out. When this home is sold, it will affect your home's value. So automatically, we're linking to a home value landing page that's completely customizable. So that's what just came up when I click that. Put that back on my other monitor. And then at the bottom, it gets even better. So custom links, I got my Listings to Leads, lead gen signature, right? I got my client review website from Listings to Leads right there. So can you imagine how awesome, right? There's my client review website. So how awesome would that be to get this to all of your buyer leads, or, you can send it to all your leads, whichever that list is that you want to get this to, use that email. So if I want to send it through my own CRM, let me show you how to do that. So here's the eFlyer for your database. So I showed you how to send it through Listings to Leads. Now I can also click copy code, and in just a few seconds, like a minute, in about a minute, you can time if you want to, I can go to my CRM, log in, Don't start the clock until I'm logged in. Okay. Let's make sure we're good to go there. So I'm logged in. And in Lion Desk, all your CRMs are very similar. So they all work the same way. Contacts. Now you may have a contact list you want to send it to or send it to all, but you'll see how easy this is. In Lion Desk, bulk actions, email, 8,200 people are going to get this email. And I'm just going to say in the subject line, open house in Granite Bay, Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. And then in this big editor, you just click the source button. All of your CRMs have this button. It's called source. You just click it and you can, on a Mac, it's Command C. On your PC, it might be Control C. And there we go. There's that beautiful email. I'll open it up a little bit. There's that beautiful email. And all I got to do now is click send and either send it to my particular contact list or send it to all my buyer leads, or you can send it to all your leads. Because even if a seller lead sees this, right, that part at the bottom, when this home is sold, it will affect your home's value and they get a home value estimate right there. They got your signature at the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous, powerful email that you want to get out to your database. Now, send that email to, let's just say, your buyer leads. So today, Tuesday, send the email to all of your buyer leads. And then I want you to call. If you didn't call anybody out of your database yesterday, try to at least call 2 people today with this script. If you called 2 people yesterday, call 5 people today, because you are a professional person. Sales is a proactive, active occupation, right? We can't just sit there and run a Facebook ad and hope people start calling us up. That is great when it happens, and it does happen sometimes, but we want to make sure that we are calling, we're being active in our database. So all of these emails today have a script, and the idea is not for you to call 200 people today with one script. The idea is you use a script and try to call 5 people with a script today. Call just a few more people, because the goal is we want to make sure that we're calling through our database once every 30 to 90 days. Now, you may have 5,000 people, so obviously you can't call everybody every 30 days, maybe not even every 90 days. But for most of you, I'm sure that you can handle calling through your database either every 30 or every 90, and at least have, if you got like a massive database, maybe you got a 3-line dialer, or maybe you pare down that and you got your like top 500 that you can call through for every 90 days. So let's look at the script. We won't have to necessarily go through every single one of them in detail, because if you see how one of them works, they all work very similar. And so here we go. And I will pick on Holly. So I'll say, hey, Holly, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. I want to let you know that we're having an open house at 15 Ambient Way in Granite Bay on Sunday, the 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. I sent an email with a link to the single property website with all the photos and details. And I just want to make sure you got that. If you didn't, let me know, or you can send a text 10006 to 25678, and the virtual tour will get sent to you automatically. Just with the way the market is, want to make sure to let you know about this. If you have any questions or like to schedule a showing, by all means, please let me know. And then you're going to see here, and I'm reading just right on the script. I'm putting it in my own words. I'm not trying to memorize. I'm just trying to get the information out. If you get their voicemail, leave a voicemail. In your first time calling through your database, I want you to think of something here. I don't want you to focus on conversion. I want you to focus on your own discipline in doing it on a daily basis. I want you to focus on getting comfortable speaking to people. I want you to get comfortable leaving a voicemail. I want you to get comfortable when they ask a question that you can actually answer it coherently. Because if you are not comfortable in calling people, you're probably going to be a little bit nervous in the beginning. You're probably going to get hung up on. You're probably going to get no thank yous. You're probably going to get a lot of voicemails. So in the beginning, as you are getting comfortable with it, as you're getting better with calling your database, try to look at it as a learning experience so that you can get through the pain of your lack of calling your database for the last however long it's been. Does that make sense for everybody? So in the beginning, don't focus so much on, well, nobody talked to me or nobody converted or nobody, did something. It's probably been your first time calling your database and Lord knows when. So as you get more disciplined and you start calling through a little bit every day, you're going to start having a lot better conversations. Because here's the deal. As they see your ads, as they see your emails, as they see your posts, as they hear from you over the phone on a somewhat regular basis, they're going to get more comfortable in allowing themselves to talk to you because they know you're not a fly-by-night agent who's in and out and they got to waste their time talking to you. They're going to see after a few months that you're sticking with it and that you're a professional agent full-time that can help them. So you'll see here again, all the scripts, they go into three directions. Does the person you are talking to own a home in the area? Do they own a home, but not around that listing? And, or are they a buyer lead? So you're just going to focus, right? You'll know the address of the lead you're talking to most of the time and just go offer them. In this case, it's don't know if you're interested, but I do free CMAs for all my clients and VIPs. I know you're not looking to sell right now necessarily, but I would love to do a report for you so that you can keep tabs on what your home is doing month to month. So 3 different endings and you can mix and match. So again, don't feel like you have to take this word for word and memorize it. I just want you to have something comfortable so that as you are talking to people, you got a reason to talk to them. The reason is I sent you an email about a coming soon listing, a just listed listing, an active listing, an open house listing. Again, it doesn't matter if it's yours or if you borrowed it. It does not matter. This is giving you an opportunity to send something to your database of value and a reason to call them. And here's the deal. If you didn't get that listing to market this week, you have lost the opportunity for this touch point with your database, and you lost this opportunity to call them up regarding the email that you sent them. So by not marketing a listing this week, not only do you lose all the benefits that we talked about yesterday, but you're also losing this benefit of engaging your database regarding that listing. Similar to, let me just close a few of these tabs. Similar to marketing an active listing, we are marketing a pending or sold listing. If I scroll down the dashboard in listings to leads, you're going to see here, I got a pending listing that I borrowed. We talked about that in detail yesterday, so get on that call. And I've also got a post in the mastermind group on that, which I'll show you a little bit later. Or if you got your own pending listing, it'll look something like this. But either way, get that eFlyer for your database. Now, this might be something that you just send to your seller leads only. You might send it to only your seller leads in Granite Bay, which is fine if you got enough of those leads in your database. You might send it to all your seller leads, or you could actually send it to all your leads in general. That's going to be up to you. I would at least send it to all my seller leads that are in the location of Granite Bay. You can do that via your CRM. I'm not going to go through the copy code stuff every email. Now that you've seen how to do it once, you see how quick and easy that is. And this email, similar to the one for the open house or coming soon just listed active, great image slideshow, great graphic right there. Notice now that this home is sold, it changes the language. Your home value has been affected by this home being sold. Got the great graphic. It's got my email down there. Now, let me share something with you. When you have a pending or a sold listing, oftentimes it's a great time to start telling a story around that listing. How did you get it sold? What are some of the things that came up with it? And so whether it's your listing, like you see here, 849 Maple Drive. In fact, I'm going to drop this link into the GoToWebinar control panel question box. Let me see here if I can drop that there. Does everybody see that link? If you want to, go ahead and click on that link, but come right back into the webinar. And what you'll see here is in the property description, I put down, right, 849 Maple Drive, Folsom, just sold for $956,000, $75,000 over the Zillow's estimate. Our 100+ point home marketing plan got over 50,000 views for this home on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, email, direct mail, and other marketing activities. While some homes are taking longer to sell, our 100-point home marketing plan generated 45 buyer leads for this home, 12 showings, 2 offers, and a final sales date that met the homeowner's need perfectly. It was a beautiful home, yada. And then it says here, thinking about selling your home? Our 100-point home marketing plan for getting Folsom homes sold for top dollar as fast as possible with little stress has just been updated. This plan was benchmarked to the top agents around the country to make sure your social media marketing, video, email database are all leveraged to the highest level possible. Download your 27-page copy at view our marketing plan below. And here's what's awesome. Automatically, the view our marketing plan is right here. And they can click and download your listings to leads 27-page branded marketing module for the listing presentation. Does that make sense? How awesome is that? And if you're borrowing a listing, so let's say you don't have a pending listing to market this week, you don't have a sold listing to market this week, you still need to have this content so that you can engage seller leads either in your database or in your social media with this message. Because if you're not going to do this, again, you are missing such a powerful engagement point, a powerful lead generation piece to engage all these homeowners. And so let's take a look at the property description, i.e. the story around this borrowed listing. And so you can see here, anyone could do this with any listing that's pending or sold that they quote unquote borrow. Right, so here we go. 3218 Maple Drive in Folsom went pending on August 18th, 2024, 46 days after it listed for sale. The list price was $865,000. The sold price will be updated here, so be sure to follow for updates. This is a beautiful home with lots of great lights. I talk a little bit about the property. And then I come down here, a home nearby sold in July for $765,000. But it was smaller and not updated as nicely. There are currently 2 other homes for sale nearby. One is about the same size, but not as updated. And the other is 6,500 square feet versus 5,100 for this home. Be sure to click Contact Scott to request further updates. That's just right there to the left. And then I go back into thinking about selling your home, our 100-point home marketing plan. And I got the same thing right here. Download your 27-page copy and plan below. And then I write below is view our marketing plan where they can download that. So does everybody have those 2 links? And so check this out. Here's what you can do. First of all, feel free to copy and paste that into your single property website description, but you can edit that email to incorporate this text. So I'm just going to highlight this text. So I'm just going to I highlight and copy that text. And I'm going to use that in my email that I'm going to send to my database. So if you send it just like this, that is great. That's totally fine. But if you want to edit it, click here, edit email. And then I'm just going to place that text right here. I'm just going to replace the text part of it. So notice it just copied in a bunch of nasty, right? That looks weird. I'm just going to highlight and then I'm going to clear the code because this just beats trying to type in, right? Up here in the top right, there is a remove format. Just click it and notice all of that just got better. That's an easy way to make sure that when you copy something into an editor like this, it will typically copy over extra code. It's invisible. You don't even see it, but just highlight and select that clear remove format. And then it makes your email nice and beautiful. And I just space out a little bit. And now I've got a great email that I can get. I can click copy code, drop it into my CRM and send it out to all my seller leads. And again, all my seller leads in Granite Bay, all my seller leads, period. Then wait about 10 to 15 minutes, click database call script and call 5 to 10 seller leads. Super easy, right? Hey, Tony Scott here at Listings to Leads. I want to make sure to let you know that 849 Maple Drive in Granite Bay just sold. I sent you an email with the link to the single property website with all the photos and details. And I just want to make sure you got that. If you didn't, go ahead and text 257 to 25678 and the virtual tour will get sent to you automatically. This home sold for $75,000 above the Zillow's estimate. And if you're interested in selling your home, I can get your home value to you because your home value has been affected by this home being sold. And because of this, and notice down here, because of this, I will be preparing an updated home value estimate for your home. Is Scott at Listings to Leads the best email to send this to? Because you've already got their email. They're in your database. So do the assumptive close and just say, I'll be preparing an updated home value estimate for your home. And here's what's awesome. If and when they say yes, you just go to your free home values landing page in Listings to Leads, click the landing page tab. The first landing page is the free home values. Just add them to that. The email will get sent to them, and that'll be the home value estimate email. And then every 30 days or the first week of the month. So going forward, the first week of every month, they're going to get an automatic home value update email. Does that make sense? So again, if you did not listen to me and you didn't get a pending or sold listing to market, yours or borrowed, you are missing this powerful opportunity to engage the seller leads in your database. Does that make sense? You are absolutely missing. Not only are you missing the opportunity to generate phenomenal seller leads on social media via the ad, the post, and the video, you are missing an even, I think, a more powerful tool, which is to share that content with your database via email. If you got a text ability, I would send the URL, like the one I shared with everybody in the question panel of the GoToWebinar control panel, and with a little blurb, right? Just sold in Granite Bay, $75,000 above the Zillow's estimate. Click here for more information. That'd be a great text. They're going to land on the single property website from the text. They're going to see that text that we saw there, right? That you can take and use on your own. And then again, that way, when we call, we're making that beautiful, did you get phone call? Did you get the email regarding the pending listing right near your home, the sold listing near your home, right? When it sells, your home value will be affected. I am putting together some home value estimates. I'm putting together some equity reports. I'm putting together some CMAs. Would Scott at listingstoleads.com be the best email to send that to? But if you didn't send the email, making that call is a lot harder. And so you're going to not connect with people. And so you're going to miss out on those listings, all because you didn't take 2 or 3 minutes, let's say 5 minutes, to get a pending or sold listing if you didn't have one to market. So we got the listing that is for sale that we're going to send out to our buyer leads. We got the listing that is pending or sold. We're going to send it to our seller leads. We're going to call a few of them up, right? We're going to call 5 to 10, hopefully, each day. Now we got buyer landing pages. So this is another great email that you can send out to your leads. If you sent out the email for the for sale listing, coming soon, just listed, active or open house, let's say you send it out today. And you could also send out the pending and sold today. I would send out both, one to my buyer leads, one to my seller leads. And then tomorrow or even today, you can schedule them, but you can send these out for maybe Thursday, right? Either landing page or a PDF guide. So here we got down payment assistance or new construction. So if you use one of these last week, maybe use another one or use a buyer PDF guide, right? So we got down payment assistance for local home buyers, relocation guides, 25 insider secrets on home buying, Airbnb pros and cons. So I'm going to click on marketing tools for the PDF guide. I got an eFlyer for my database. And notice we got a database call script as well. So the listings are awesome to share because that is like a transactional thing. People that are buying, people that are thinking about selling, they see a home for sale. That's what motivates them to click They want to see that home that's for sale. They want to see that home that is pending or sold. But some people, they're not that far down the path yet, and they're just still thinking about it maybe. And that is where the PDF guides or the landing pages can be so powerful because they're a little bit more mid-funnel. Here's the eFlyer for your database. I can either send it through listings to leads like we talked about earlier, or I can click copy code. So if I click send now, here's my contact list, right? And I can send it. We are adding the schedule for this. I'm not sure when that'll be live, but we're actively working on it so that every single email blast does have a schedule capability. Or you can click copy code, go to your CRM, just like we talked earlier, and either send or schedule it from there. But send this out 2 days after you send out, 2 to 3 days after you send out the listing for sale, so that now your buyer leads are going to get access to a down payment, in this case, a down payment assistance PDF guide. And I apologize. Let me do this. Let me send a test email. Let me send this to myself so that you can see it. And this is the kind of content that is very powerful. Let me grab that email. Let me pull it over. Look at that, all branded to me, all my colors. There's my lead gen signature. People click the email. And what's really cool about the email is it just downloads right from the email. Boom, right there. Look at that. I will get a lead notification. The lead record will update in either my CRM or listings to leads, or both. Like, how, look at that. All branded to me. Even if you have never touched these PDF guides, they're ready to go. You've got 80 of them. You've got so much content for email, scripts, ads, posts. It's ridiculous. So get this to your buyer leads 2 to 3 days later after the listing that we sent. And then you get your database call script. Right. Again, I'm going to pick on Tony. Hey, Tony, Sky here at Listings to Leads. I just sent you an email that you can download my new guide, Down Payment Assistance for Local Home Buyers. It helps make the home buying process easier by explaining the different aspects of buying a home. With the market transition now, it's in the current inventory levels. I just want to make sure you got this and to see if you have any questions about it. Right. And just go down there. Right. Optional. You can see there, my lender partner who has done some amazing work for some of my home buying clients is already working with a few buyers now so they can understand what price range for a home is best for them. Not just what they can afford, but what is actually best for them in their budgets. Would you like to find out what the best range is for you versus just focusing on how much you can afford? So you get the idea, right? And there's an A version and a B version. And if I sound a little funny today, I apologize. My braces are bothering me. I'm actually going to my orthodontist today. But oh my God, the back left of my braces is killing me. So I apologize if I'm sounding a little bit funny today. So you get the idea for the email, for the PDF guide, and you can use whatever guide you want. There's 4 here. And if I click on all guides, you're going to see all of the buyer guides. And we're going to do the same thing for our seller leads. We've got 40 plus guides for homeowners and home sellers. And so you could do this on the same day, or you could do it the next day. One idea could be Tuesday, which I think is today. Sometimes don't know where I'm at. Maybe today you send out the email for your listing that's for sale and you make 5 to 10 calls. Tomorrow, do the pending sold email to your seller leads, 5 to 10 calls. Thursday, do the PDF guide for sellers to your buyer, PDF guide for buyers to your buyer leads, make 5 to 10 calls. Friday, do the PDF guide for sellers and make 5 to 10 calls. Can you imagine how great your business is going to go if you just have the discipline to either leverage the content we already got for you or get the content, i.e. get that listing into your account somehow so that we can create all of that content for you to leverage to your audiences. right? So again, seller leads, ultimate guide to selling a home, marketing tools. Here's the eFlyer for my database. And there we go. eFlyer for database, right? The ultimate guide to selling your home. Let me send a test email. And again, we got copied code. Take this code. You could take this code, drop it into your CRM, schedule it out for Thursday at 9 a.m. And you could have that done in under 60 seconds. When the email goes out, that would be your trigger to go into listings to leads, grab that database call script and call 5 to 10 people. Don't focus on outcomes, focus on the process, focus on being disciplined to actually do it, because that's where it all starts. If you don't have the discipline to do it, it'll never get done. Then have the discipline to have the right mindset. So again, don't focus on trying to convert these people when you call them. Focus on giving them a reason. And if you're a part-time, happy, come and go, random type of agent, you're probably not going to they're not going to have a lot of confidence in you. And so you need to earn their business. You need to earn their respect. You need to earn their trust. So giving up after 1 or 2 phone calls, you're not going to get anybody's trust from that. The person that gives up after 1 or 2 phone calls, right? The average person what do they say? The average person will say no 5 times before they say yes. You have got to figure out how to get through 5 no's without burning yourself out. And so the only way you're going to do that is by not beating yourself up every time somebody says no, and to understand that they just don't trust you yet, right? They don't have necessarily a need yet. That is not your excuse to go get drunk and stoned and cry, right? That is your cue to keep at it and to listen to what you're saying, watch what you're saying, listen to how people are responding to you, and just get better. And again, you're only going to do that if you keep doing it. So get that email to your seller leads for the seller guide. Now, I'm not going to go through, and I do have some other emails to get through here with you. So again, you don't have to do ultimate guide to selling your home, right? You pick another guide, but make sure you get those 2 emails to your buyer leads and your seller leads. Make those phone calls every week, because every week it's a different listing. It's a different guide. It should be the ones that you are advertising. So that way, again, we want to make sure that they see us everywhere and they see similar messaging so that they get used to what it is that our marketing looks like and they're able to engage it even better. Now, there are some other great emails. Let's go to follow-ups. Let me just walk you through our standard email follow-up real quickly here, how easy it is. We actually get great feedback from people on open rates. So you're going to see here, we got seller lead follow-up, buyer lead follow-up. And if I click on this, you're going to see we alternate between, now these are editable, customizable. You can duplicate them. They're available in Spanish and English. You can create your own follow-up plan. So I can create my own custom follow-up plan in here if I wanted to. But what I want to point out to you is we alternate the emails. So think every other email. So the odds are offering a PDF guide, right? So in this case, this is the follow-up free guide, inexpensive ways to increase your home value. So that in this case is the first email that goes out to a seller lead. The second email is super, super short. I have a buyer that hasn't found a home yet. Do you know any of your neighbors who are selling their home? Super short, right? So short. And then again, with the PDF guide, right? In this case, safe home selling. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that. And then the next one, your Zillow's estimate could be wrong, right? Super short, right? Next one, the PDF guide, 5 tips for selling your home. So again, every other is a PDF guide. And that's a custom of mine. Then a super short one. So you get the idea. We alternate between super short questions and offers of different PDF guides. And we do the same thing for sellers and buyers. Under email blast, There's a couple I want to point out here. And then I want to show you the expired and FSBO, because all of you have expired listings in your area. All of you have FSBOs. You can ID them for free. You can use a program like My Plus Leads to identify them. But real quickly here, under email blast in listings to leads, there's a couple of emails that you should be using. One is called the top 10 interesting dates. And so at the end of this month, we will make live the email for October. And let me just show it to you. It might be a little bit late now to use this because it's already the 17th of the month. But just so that you'll know it for next time. And we do post in the mastermind group. We send an email to everybody. And this is just this is not really a lead gen kind of thing. It's more of a fun engagement email, just letting them know all the kind of cool, interesting dates of the month coming up. So you got there, right? Full Harvest Moon, National Cheeseburger Day, National Coffee Day, and the 29th. So it's just fun, right? Different dates, Labor Day, obviously, right? We all know that. So that's a great email that you can send it through listings to leads. You can copy it, send it to your database. So let's go to landing pages, because all the landing pages have emails too. And so I want to show you, in fact, let me show you anybody here want to go after expireds or FSBOs? Because again, those are two great markets, right? Those are two great markets for getting listings. Asanya, give me a location. So give me a city, a neighborhood, right? Give me a farm area or anybody. First one, someone drop something in there and I will create an expired marketing funnel in about 30 seconds. That includes emails, eFlyers. All right. So I'm going to go, all right, check this out. Create landing page, add new, and expired, right? Oakwood Estates in this case, whatever, it doesn't matter. Create landing page. And now everything here is completely customizable. Let's take a look at the landing page first, because obviously the email is going to go to this landing page. So here's the expired landing page. And again, the image is customizable, all the text, all of this, everything is customizable. And what we are doing here is we are offering the expired homeowner a free review of why their home did not sell, right? So as you can see here, as an expert in real estate marketing, I'd like to offer you a free review of how the following items could increase the market's perception of the value of your home: curb appeal staging, professional photos, online marketing. Why do you think your home did not sell? And so it allows them, without bad mouthing anybody, we don't want to do that. They can mark, why do they think their home didn't sell? Get their information. Again, all of this is customizable. You don't have to get their phone. You don't have to get their address, right? Whatever, but those are by default. And then right here, eFlyer for your database. I'm going to send a test email, right? This is what that looks like. So let me go. Oh, there we go. Send test email right there. Let me send it to myself and I'll show you what that looks like, because I think you're going to be shocked. This is so cool. Check out this email. I'm going to bring it over. Boom. There we go. Did not sell your Oak Estates home. And you can add a photo here. But check this out. They click and that landing page that we just opened up. And again, that background photo, I'll show you how to edit it. And then, just because you know how we do things, let me go back to the landing page. We got the expired seller script. So we've got a script for you to use to call the expired homeowner and engage them on a phone call. So you could use a free service. I mean, you can look at Zillow, you can look at your MLS, obviously. You can use a paid service like My Plus Leads or RedX or others. Identify the expired homeowners. And if you got their email, I would send that to them. This is a little bit off case, but we do have what I would recommend is, check this out. The print flyer, right? Did not sell your Oakwood Estates home. And check this out. You may not have seen this. In fact, let me did you notice that domain, right? oakwoodestate.expire.com. And I can see here that it cut off the E. And so check this out. If I click edit, and you can always ask support to help you out, but domains right here. So I can edit that just so Oakwood Estates. Let me see, Oakwood Estates. There is a limit to how many characters you can do, but look at that domain, oakwoodestates.easy.com, and the eFlyer, the social media post, right? The ads, everything automatically links to that domain, right? So when I go back to marketing tools, that print flyer, it's got the domain on it and people can scan that QR code. And so what I would do, let me download this and we can look at it a little bit bigger. What I would do if I were you, I would print up every time a new expired came up in my area. I would print this up and either tri-fold it and mail it, or I would just go drop it off at their house. And again, the image is editable. I can change that image out. I can change the text out. We got a couple of different flyers. Also in the calls, in fact, there is an expired full call in the mastermind group and on our YouTube channel. Check these out. Check out these postcards. Again, let me download. And for the postcards, what I would do is I would probably get 50, depends on my area, but I might get 50 of the postcards, 50 of the door hangers printed. And again, this image is completely customizable. Look at that. Oakwood Estates, expired, sold, easy.com. Somebody scan that QR code with your phone. I'll leave that up there for a second. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and pause the video, scan that QR code, and tell me what comes up. That landing page comes up. I created an entire custom expired funnel for a particular sales area in my territory in 15 seconds or less. And we got the same thing for FSBO. So I highly recommend that you go check out our FSBO tools because we got the same thing for FSBOs. And in fact, FSBO is even more impressive because on the FSBO landing page, a homeowner can literally upload their listing photos, their listing information for their FSBO property. Our system will create the tools for them automatically. It sends you a notification that somebody requested free marketing tools to market their FSBO home. And you can either approve it, and then the system automatically sends them an email, or you can deny it and then nothing happens. It is 9:53. I'm pretty much done. I think we covered a lot today. We covered the 2 emails that you're going to send to your buyer leads and the scripts related to them. We covered the 2 emails that you should be sending to your seller leads and the scripts related to them. We talked about expired. Expired is so awesome. If you've got expired leads in your database or in another program, use these tools, create the landing page. The tools are automatically created. Again, this isn't really a database kind of a thing, but let me just show you here. If I go to edit, so here's edit general, I can upload a new image. So let's say I want to use an image. I'll just use an image of one of my listings. It's probably the kind of image that you would use on a free home values landing page. So there's the background now. Here, I can click change image. I'm going to use that one. I can change all the text here. I can reorder the reasons why your home didn't sell. I can add new ones. All of that is customizable. There's the lead form, step 1, step 2. There's an autoresponder, domains, some preferences. If you want to send this to your CRM, add a tag, add a CRM lead source. And for expired, I would actually I might actually do an ad or at least a post, because here's the deal. I think it would be very powerful for the homeowners in Oakwood Estates to understand that I am the agent that you can come to when another agent couldn't get your home sold. Because by association, that means I am better than everybody else, right? I not only do I have a plan to get your home sold, right? And that's the 100% home marketing plan and listings to leads. That is one of the seller offers that we make once a month, that 100% home marketing plan that we've got in listings to leads. We want to get that to our homeowners. So that's great. That's our plan to get your home sold. But again, we even have the ability to sell homes that other agents couldn't get sold. And here's the post about it. Didn't that sell your Oakwood Estates home? Let me help. I would like to offer you a free review of how to increase the market perception of the value of your home. Get free professional versions, right? Awesome. Any questions on anything that we covered today? Again, we covered a lot. Absolutely awesome. Everybody feel good about what we covered? Any questions? I hope you can see that if you're on this call, and thank you for every man, I can't believe how many people are still on the call. That's awesome. It's easy to go, I'm not going to market the listing this week, or, oh, I'm too busy, which you're not, to get a pending or sold listing following Scott's great training. And because what happens if you don't do these things, you're missing out on opportunities to engage your audiences. You're missing opportunities to engage your database. You're missing opportunities to be able to make a phone call that has a much greater context and likelihood of getting engagement, because it's with an email. It's related to content content related to a home near them, related to home seller information, related to a home that went into contract or sold near them. You're missing the opportunity to communicate and engage when you're too busy to do it. And I promise you, 99.9% of you are not too busy to grow your business. You're not. So if you have any questions on any of this, let me know in the mastermind group. I will be in there a little bit later today. I'm in there throughout the day all the time. So let me know if you have any questions on what we covered today. We will be posting this to the YouTube channel a little bit later today as well. So go check that out there if you need it. And let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.